I shall do the, Hey, they're clapping for me. Excellent. What do you got to say, Ida? I guess I should share screen so Payment can voice Ida. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Papalimo first. So a new era has begun. On such a momentous occasion, I find it good for the soul to tie up loose ends. What would I suggest you do? Why, the same thing you always do after accomplishing a task. Report to Minfilia. It ends where it begins, my friend. Alright, Ida.
We all decided to give you a special surprise welcome, just like the ones in heroic epics. Your story took many twists and turns, but you managed to get to the happy ending. Let's hope for more happy endings to come.
Alright. I realize I have been the cause of tremendous consternation, and for that I deeply apologize. The land my master sheltered from oblivion hath been delivered unto a new beginning by the hand of the warrior of light. Thus doth history mark the passing of an era. The dawn doth brighten the sky, and shineth o'er this nascent age of hope, and though the clouds gather to mute the sun's rising glory, I would walk far with thee under its gentle glow. And Ishtola.
Welcome back, Warrior of Light. We, all of us, prayed for your safe return. The 7th astral era has dawned, setting in motion a myriad of new beginnings. I suspect our paths will diverge for a time. Have you said your farewells to the Scions?
Our paths will diverge. I wasn't aware of this. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. The light of hope shines brightly within you, Mearo. I only wish my grandfather were here to see it. Alright, Minfilia.
The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice we have delivered Yorza from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star.
The ultimate weapon complete. I got the achievement Warrior of Light. Alright, so I'm going to use that. That's going to grant me my Magitech armor that I can now ride around whenever I want. We're going to talk to Minfilia, get this going. What is this? A recurring problem. I don't care about that. Okay. The price of principles. Oh, they're going to give me dark light earrings. Interesting. Interesting. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought.
Is it voiced?
No.
Mearo, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Mearo. Milady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius von Balsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Just at how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tatari spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baltasian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you so. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter.
Alright, so we're not going to be doing that today. We'll go and talk to them at a later time. What we are going to do, though, is talk to her again to figure out exactly what this quest is. Ophelia has needs or talents for an emerging primal problem. Sorry, Prima, you have more to do.
Not voiced.
No.
I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I am afraid there is still work to do. The Ultima weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more.
Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites. And that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to produce vast quantities of crystals.
Oh, my turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations.
The Beast Tribes, we believe, began hoarding the crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima weapon's maiden appearance. You remember that that is the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting.
The grand companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures.
Under deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more. To thee.
The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon. but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Miro? You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred.
With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Miro. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon.
Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Riange has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission.
Alright, again, we will be putting off the rest of this quest until next week. For now, we are going to teleport to Ulda. Pretty sure I can stop sharing now. And from Ulda, we will start my level 50 monk quest, and after that's complete, that's where we'll be ending the stream. Okay. 5 easy pieces. So this is going to grant me a belt, a level 90 chest piece, and a level 55 version of the same chest piece, and the skill Dragon Kick. Professor Erik looks overjoyed. My theory was correct! Correct, I tell you! This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime, perhaps all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend their significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with thunderous applause. And to think I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. Both you and the Pugilist Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has the semi-literate oaf wandered off to? I took note of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah! What have I done? Miro, I fear the words I offered may have driven Wildergelt to attempt the insane. I analyzed the ethereal waves of your body second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism, the so-called 7th chakra. From what I was able to find, the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silvertear Falls! I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery, the discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind, Miro, and I find myself pitying you. But I digress. Do you not see what I have done, Miro? I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the 7th chakra. He has given his life to fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end. The power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Any fool can see that... almost any fool can see that he imagines the 7th chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire in such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him into this fool's crusade. He's gone to Silvertear Falls in Mordona. I am certain of it. You must go, Miro. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. Alright. We are teleporting to Mordona. Shouldn't take too long to do this quest. What I want to know is why it put sprint on number 4 for me. That's weird. I need to get that off of that part of that bar. Hopefully I can do this quickly, because I am having a major storm. As you can see, there are a ton of quests in Mordona now. A lot of them we will be doing next week, well, at least over the next few weeks. In the distance there, you can see a giant crystal tower jetting up. We will also be going there later. It's also one of my favorite places in the game. So when we go there, you will see why. Alright, Payment, I apologize. I need to leave the group. There we go. Duty calls. Commence battle for 5 easy pieces. If your level is above level 50, it will be synced. Well.
I remember doing all those quests.
You claimed the power of Garlemald. Fools! Power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. The 7th chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Alamigo fell to these? Ah, sister. You are late. Perhaps that is best. I have attended to our Garlean guests. I wanted us to be alone. Erik was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beats its drums. Do you not feel it, sister? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger. Garlemald took everything from Alamigo. They left us nothing. Not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it. All of it. But I need the great power to do so. The power that rests in the 7th chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The 5th and final piece. It is yours to claim. But only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met. We monks seek sacred ground. There we train. That is how the chakra are opened. My teacher told me himself. This is where the 7th chakra opens. This is the sacred battleground. The ground of battle between you and me. Your strength has peaked, though through it mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have purpose. It will all be for Alamigo. Rejoice, sister. You shall die a martyr. Alright, so we get to fight Wildergelt. I remember... What? I have to fight all of them? No, that's not fun. The 7th chakra must be opened, and only your death will serve. Alamigo thanks you, sister. The 7th chakra begins opening within you. But only one can, and it will be mine. The future of Alamigo depends on it. The energy wells within me. Come, let us end this now. Spirit pulse. What is this? Oh, we're gonna get away from that. Ultimate focus. So apparently I can't get away from that, huh? That's good to know. When I first did this, I actually spent a lot of time running around to regen health because I was fairly undergeared. And he moves slower in this phase, so... Lure that over here. Such power! Nothing can stop me! Oh, I missed. That's why he's good. I win. So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power? For the greater good. Stay back! This power is mine! The others of Eorzea ignore our suffering. Why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Miro. That power. That light! Never have I seen anything like it! Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating. Simply fascinating. You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Why? Why did you strike me? Silence, you bloody fool! You oaf! You idiot! I would strike you 1,000 more times if it did not pain my hands so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Bugger opening your infernal chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland of the Ironworks that bears his name once wrote that these silver tear falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round and we live on its surface. Even you should see, then, that he'd not speak of the center of in the physical sense. I am no astrologian, nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. A vital energy of Heidelin, which is called aether, is one of the same as the life force in which you monks believe. As the center of our world, these silver tear falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. We shall all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times, that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. To bring forth life as part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force, in that you are no different than the very Garleans you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people? To every soul who has suffered? To the children with empty bellies, to the wives made widows. I would. To every last soul among them. Even if they failed to grasp their meaning as you do now, I would and will speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, it is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle to vie for power without considering the consequences of their doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another, to this world as part of it, it is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service, Mearo. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. Aether imbued with an ancient fighting spirit opens your chakra. Alright, let's go talk to Wildergelt and Erik. Wildergelt is stubborn, as most monks are. I do not know if it will be possible for him to change his mind, but I pray he does, for his own sake and for the world's. He calls you sister, now go to him. Not long ago, I spoke with a man, an Alamegan. He too was of the resistance. He asked me a simple question. Why do I fight? I did not hesitate. I did not think. The word came of its own will. Revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts, and that is the most common of reasons, the easiest and the most dangerous. I did not think on it then. Perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, sister. You and the teacher. For that I thank you both. I made a promise, I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you, for one whose 7th chakra is open. I don't think that'll fit. Alamigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Eorzea from the Empire. And yet we are despised, ignored, worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time, I did not understand it. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong within me. And in the teacher, as it was in his son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish to tell him this is not so. Farewell, sister. May Ralgo watch over you. Alright, 5 easy pieces. You have opened a chakra within you. Learn Dragon Kick. This concludes the monk quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered a product key for Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Word to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next monk quest will be available from Erik in Ul'dah. So, we got the achievement Bulletproof. This means I should have a new title. I do not yet. Okay. Anyway. We're going to equip our new chess piece. Look at that. Mearo is all dressed up. I don't think I can dye these pieces though. No. That's too bad. Anyway. Next week we will work on advancing our gear a bit more. Going through some dungeons. And we will see about getting a new weapon. That said, everyone, Squirms is here, and we are going to sign off now and say thank you very much for viewing. Thank you very much to Quist, Piamet, Lilith, X, Juba, and Silly for most of you making it and one of you trying. Thank you guys for your voice acting talents. Next week, we will continue on with more of the story, more dungeons, Join me tomorrow for Final Fantasy 11. Silly and I will be viewing that. Have a good one, everyone. See you later.